Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is me, the Ninja Reviewer here, and oh my god, wow, yo, man, yo, oh my god, wow, what a really an emotional ride when it comes to Assassination Classroom, second season, episode 16, as 1/6 review. Oh my god, alright, well, this is the only thing I'm doing as like a review, well, not a live reaction, because as you all know, it is Golden Week and there's no chapters this week, so the only thing I'm like reviewing pretty much is Assassination Classroom second season today, unfortunately. And then of course we got JoJo Friday tomorrow, so at least there is some things to look forward to, even though I guess it does give somewhat of like a break for Toriko fans like myself and stuff like that. But other than that, I was expecting a chapter, but you know, I got that. But whatever though, in case you're wondering why you haven't seen those videos pop up today, if you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are informed that this week was Golden Week, which means no Toriko, no One Piece, no any of those mangas this week. So the only thing I was able to do anime-wise that was new was fucking Assassination Classroom. And like, that was like technically it until, well, tomorrow we got JoJo Friday, so that ain't so bad. And of course MOP, then that One Piece episode, oh my god, he's coming. We have that, so a lot of good things coming up during the weekend anyway, so at least that will at least get me hyped. When the weekend comes, that's when I'm going to get hyped, because Saturday, two things in particular are going to be hype anyway, so it doesn't matter. So at least we got that going. Anyways, enough about that. So this episode of Assassination Classroom, oh my god, wow. An emotional roller coaster, man, like, unbelievable, but very, very, very well done. Oh my god. So we conclude the past of KURO Sensei, and what happens is that we find out that the power of the tentacles have finally become within him, and he's pretty much losing a little bit of control, like meaning he sees that he has all this godlike ability type powers, and he's just like, you know what, I'm just going to dick around and just pretty much have my own fun. But at the beginning, when his tentacles didn't develop quite all the way yet, he had like still some common sense within him. And KURO Sensei is pretty much like, he's there, and you know, he's trying to tell the old Class E, you know, teacher, so you know, like, everything's going to be okay, I know you're going to do really good as a teacher, you know, pretty much to comfort her, because every time she sees him, he's always in that same room, he's always covered in that glass chamber, and she can never pretty much, you know, comfort him and actually talk to him like a normal person, as a human being, as a conversation. It's always got to be, you know, like, oh, I got to stand behind here and just tell him, like, my life story and stuff, instead of just, like, going directly face to face, you know, person to person, like, it's not a normal feeling. And, you know, of course, even though she's engaged, she started to somewhat feel love feelings for him, pretty much. And that scientist dude, fuck him. He is just a complete asshole. And I really wish that dude would just, like, fucking die in the void of space. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really wish that. But then, when the Crescent Moon incident happened, and that fucking mouse, man, yo, oh my god, did you see that shit, man? That fucking mouse just blew up half of the fucking moon on some Toriko shit. And it was fucking crazy. Like, the tentacle, the little test subject mouse went completely out of control, went apeshit, and went on a rampage to destroy half of the moon. And it's Crescent, and it's fucking crazy. Not only that, but KURO Sensei's tentacles have developed even more to make him where he's not so in control, where he's just like, just around, just dicking around with his powers, just, you know, testing out his own abilities. Like, you know what? Like, I would like to become a teacher, but I got these godlike abilities. Let me just do me and let me do what I want to do. I mean, yeah, teacher life sounds good, but, you know, I got these powers. I might as well just do something with them and just, test them out and have some fun in life and shit like that. So he basically just goes around the lab, just observing his new power. With him going a little bit out of control, the tentacles seem to pretty much be taking over quite part of his body, of him going completely out of control, and etc., etc. With him just going apeshit all over the lab. When we see him, that he finally meets the lab, the lab dude in the coat. We see him transform into this awesome looking fucking form. I like the long tentacle hair thing that KURO Sensei has, though. That's a really cool ass transformation. And we're just seeing all these soldiers just fucking bang, 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 fucking gunfiring at him. And nope, doesn't even work. And apparently they kind of got his weak spot. The doctor dude, the scientist dude, kind of knew his weak spot was right there in the heart and shit. So when he used when he set the little spike things there to actually hit him in the heart and shit, we see him that he was about to go down, but not so easily. He kind of cornered that, and he kind of figured out what was going on. And luckily it didn't really hit his heart there. So, what happened is, while the entire lab was going to be fucking destroyed, and he was just going all over the place and destroying the lab and shit. And while stuff was pretty much falling down off the laboratory, we find out that, while he pretty much was with the old E3 class teacher, I forget her name, forgive me for that, and she basically winds up when we see something that actually hits her through the chest, and without realizing there was something that fell through her chest. And because of that, he kind of realized that, oh shit, I could have saved her in that 0.1 seconds. I should have realized that shit was going to come and actually, hit her and pretty much make her die. So what happens is, she pretty much, while she's about to die in her final words, she says, "Promise me you will cherish my students and take care of them, and you will love them, and you will definitely give my passion of teaching, pass the torch down to you to actually make the students feel more like home. So then that way, they'll grow attached to you just like they have with me for the past, for when I was with them when they first started." So, yeah, so that part right there was actually really emotional stuff. And KURO Sensei's, scary looking, murderous form looks badass as hell. And it really does suck that he couldn't maintain that form. Although he can be pretty badass when he gets really pissed off, like we see in the very first episode. We see it happen also basically when that one scene where they kind of, were kind of drunk over their own power. Where pretty much, where the old man pretty much got injured and shit. The flower shop dude, yeah, him. We seen a really fucking disturbing, scary side of KURO Sensei. And I think this is beyond. We went Super Saiyan 4 or 5,000 or something. We went further fucking beyond, man. Oh my god. Did you see the way he was destroying that fucking lab? Yo, it was insane, yo. So KURO Sensei, mad fucking OP. That is all I gotta say on that. So the very end, especially the soundtrack when it comes to the music and the lyrics, for the song, it really does touch you. It really does. And for me, it really fits the mood quite well. I did get a lot of feels from it. I did get a bit, a bit emotional when I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this. This is fucking beautiful. I cannot believe this is such a beautiful past, but it's so sad at the same time. And then, of course, we see him change over time. We change where he's pretty much, the yellow tentacle alien as we know today. And so forth. That's how he was able to change because of this one person. If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't become this passionate teacher like he is today. And also, we did find out that he didn't really want to destroy the Earth to begin with. In fact, KURO Sensei himself has a time limit because the cells that are in his body will exceed and they will explode. And not only that, it will be a really huge impact, kind of like we saw with that mouse. How when that happened, the mouse pretty much fucking decimated half of the freaking moon. That's half of the moon, man. Half of the moon. Can you imagine what the fucking planet will be like? Oh my god, that shit is gonna be terrifying. On some, oh man, god damn. Alright, so that's pretty much what we learned. So when the students learned for that, they have a pretty much of a choice. where it's going to be like at the very end of the episode we see Nagisa. Well, actually Professor Bitch gives him a message pretty much saying that, you know, even though you can't really just feel, you know, your side of greed, because the greed you're feeling now will be a huge failure to your missions. Like, you got to let go of the greed from the past and look at what's going on today. Like, leave the grief behind. Like, leave all the sad stuff. Leave all that from what you heard from the enemy back in that past. You know, you might feel for the enemy, but then at the same time, you have no choice, because it is your you know, that's part of your mission. That's part of your destiny in order to actually eliminate your target. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what kind of backstory he may reveal or whatever, no matter what. That's pretty much what Professor Bitch was saying. And then the students, well, yeah, they sort of kind of got the picture of it. Nagisa wasn't taking none of that. He's like, alright. So he gathered up people at the meeting and says, okay, instead of killing him, how about we try to save his life? And that's where the episode ends. Overall, this was such a beautiful way to end off Kuro Sensei's backstory. Props to the studios for making this very well done. And honestly, it was definitely one of my most favorite episodes of... Now, it's so weird how it turned from, like, you know, it does have, you know, its drama and action and stuff, but, you know, most of the times it can be like a slice of life comedy, you know, in between. And then we get into this fucking drama, like, ridiculous amount of drama and ridiculous amount of action in one episode. It's like, oh my god, it's like my body can't handle all this, because it's like, oh man, it's like a totally different flow from what we usually get, and I love it. That, again, is a shonen, so... Of course, you know, they're going to add elements to that, so, you know, it's obvious. So overall, that's pretty much it. The score, as you already know, is a perfect 5 out of 5. Definitely my favorite episode within the season. A very emotional roller coaster ride. Definitely one of my top favorite episodes. Oh my god. And we're getting closer to the very end game, guys, and it's like, oh man. So now we're already in January, only 2 months away from the assassination. Or will there be an assassination? That's the big question. So what do you guys think in the comment section below? Without spoiling anything, because again, never read the manga, so I don't really know. So if there's going to be manga spoilers, please refrain yourself from manga spoilers, because I don't want them ending up in the video, and otherwise those comments will be deleted. I'm just saying, you have been warned about manga spoilers, so I don't really know that for sure. But what do you guys think for you anime onlys only? What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of, you know, this plan? You know, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Kuro Sensei is going to be saved? Or what do you think, you know, they're going to have to kill him anyway? It's either the planet or pretty much just Kuro Sensei. So now it's like a life or death situation. Rather, they kill him and save the planet, or just don't kill him, let him explode, and fucking kill everything in sight in the planet. That's a really huge decision, and that's going to be a one huge gap in the road when it comes to their mission. So let's just see how that goes. So until then, this is the Ninja Reviewer signing out. Peace, all love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. And class will be in session next week for episode 17 of the second season, or I should say the final season of Assassination Classroom. Also, again, score is a 5 out of 5. Beautiful job to the team. Excellent job. Cannot wait for next week. I really want to see where this is going to go. And I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.